Hello, everyone. So I apologize for such a late response. I have not been feeling too well. So I hope that anyone that, reviews this will be able to associate um, my methods with their own in some type of way. So I really like the video that we were to watch this week. I think that the synopsis of Buckingham is really accurate. I actually have a few of his books that were given down to me from my boss, actually, in terms of leadership and the type of business that my boss or organization that my boss wants to run. So I found that it was really cool to see, that real life experience present itself here today. So something that I felt that was really important that Buckingham discussed was how success is something that that is tailored to very few things that we must never forget. So, and saying that, I mean, when we're talking about clients and we're talking about students, it's really important that we never forget to capitalize on their strengths and get them to understand how to capitalize on their strengths as well. And that is the topic of today. So discuss how you can assist others to recognize and develop their strengths. So I definitely liked Buckingham's position of being deeply optimistic about what could be. So that's essentially how I have always lived my life and how I have kind of set the tone for my actual professionalism in working with students. So I work with athletes who are first-time students at the collegiate level and who probably didn't do so well at their high schools for the majority of them, which is why they are at the community college level. So I always start off by, asking them about their background and as far as high school, and then after they spill out, everything that happened at high school, how bad they did in high school, I always present to them, well, this is a brand new slate. Everything that happened in high school is no more. You can start brand new. And even if you happen to slip and fall while you're here, it doesn't matter because there's always a brighter side. So I definitely always push, where can we go from here? We can always go up, especially if we are fortunate enough to be able to walk this earth again when so many are not able to. I always encourage them to look at the bright side. And so by doing that, I definitely elaborate more on their strengths. I definitely have conversations about how they feel that they're doing and what they need to improve on. And then how we look at the progress that they have made from the very beginning to until right now, and then of course towards the end. So in my current position, that's my job. I am the motivator. I am their personal cheerleader. I listen, and I've heard so many different types of stories, but that does not ever discourage me. And then I also make sure that they are aware that what they're going through is not going to discourage me, and I'm still going to be able to help them in some type of way. So looking at their current situation and focusing on their strengths is important, and I do focus on their strengths. So what I do is have them write down, what they think that they're good at, and what they think that they can improve on what they think that they're good at. And then I always ask them about their weaknesses, not to even discuss their weaknesses, but we slowly but surely see how by focusing on their strengths, those weaknesses begin to diminish, right? Because a lot of their weaknesses are intertwined with their strengths and they just don't know it yet. So I think that's really important. And a perfect example is students that have fixed mindsets and helping them understand what a growth mindset is. So I find that it's very pleasurable for me just to see that progress, going from a fixed mindset, like I've always sucked in math, to a growth mindset well, I'm going to keep going to tutoring, keep going to tutoring. But even though I got, a D on the test, it's better than an F that I got last test. So that's that mindset and that growth that I love to see. And making sure that I'm clear, like Buckingham says, with what their strengths are and where, we can capitalize on with them and with their agreements. I think that that's one way I can help for sure, helping my students recognize their strengths. So thank you for watching. Goodbye.